Hello everyone, this is Jyoti from Real Education Center, and today we are going to discuss one of our grammar topics, that is tenses. Now see, whenever we talk or be it any language, okay, be it English, Hindi, French, any language, any native language of yours, we use certain time, okay, to talk about. For example, sometimes we talk about before, that had happened before. Sometimes we talk about now, and there are some times when we talk about, later time, means the things that have not yet happened, okay, or that are yet to happen. So when we talk about before, it is past tense, that is past time. When we talk about now, it is present time, that is present tense. And when we talk about later time, okay, means later than now, then that is your future time. All right? And in today's session, that is what we are going to see. So we are going to talk about future tense. All right? So let's begin. See, whenever we talk about future tense, first of all, what exactly is future tense? See, so we are talking about future tense, all right? Now, future tense is basically about time. It is about time that is later than now, okay? When we talk about future tense or when we say anything in future tense, it is specific time that we are mentioning to, okay? Specific time in future that we are mentioning to, right? Mostly it expresses facts or certainty. See, there are many things and that we are going to see right now. So as we go ahead, we'll see that what are the other features of future tense. All right? Okay. And one more thing, that we are going to see this tense with the context of other tenses so that it will become very easy for you to understand. All right? See, I know that many of you find tenses very difficult, but the good news is future tense is not at all difficult. It's so cool, all right? So don't worry. If you understand properly, you'll crack it. Okay? So, see, whenever we talk, we normally talk in three type. That is only to be verb, then there is to be plus action, okay, and the third one is, these are the basic things, okay, there are many more, but these are the basic things which we can divide it into. So to be verb, to be plus action verb, and only action verb, that is no to be verb at all. All right, so let's first start talking about only to be verb, that is linking verb. Okay, now we'll take some example, we'll take some sentences. Let's say I'm using this sentence like, I was a student. Well, yes, I was a student. Okay? I was a student. Now, because I have studied, I am an assistant teacher now. I am an assistant teacher now. And I know that if I work hard, I will be a teacher. Right? So this, just see this, how we are using the same thing but in a different time, and so we are using different to be verb or linking verb. Okay, see this. If I just separate this, I was. All right, let me highlight it for you. Okay, I was. Then, because I'm talking about present, it is I am. And then, if I work hard, I know that in future, I will be a teacher. See? So, when you want to refer past time, you use was. When you want to refer present time, you use am. And when you want to give the reference of future, you use will be. All right? So this will be is your to be verb. Okay? Now, see here, I gave reference of past, past time. All right? Then here, I gave reference of present time. And here, I gave reference of future time. Right? Okay. So again, I was a student before, all right? But because I've studied properly, now I am an assistant teacher, and I know that if I work hard, I will be a teacher. All right? So this is how you can just change your sentences depending on what you want to say. Now, let's talk about how you can make it negative. Because of course, it's not that we always talk about positive, all right? We need to mention sometimes negative sentences also. So let's see how you can change this future tense into negative one. If I want to change this into negative one, I'll simply write, so if I want to change this negative, the negative will be I will not be a teacher if I don't work hard, right? See, I was a student, of course. I'm an assistant teacher now, but if I don't work hard towards it, towards my goal, then I won't be. Then I will not be. Okay? I will not be. Now, remember this that not, right? This negative portion that will come between will and be. All right? So, this is how it is. Now, suppose you want to make a question out of it. Then, how would you make it? Okay? Let's see. Well, if some of my friends, if they ask me, okay, well, you are very interesting. You are taking so much of interest in your studies. Do you want to be a teacher, or will you be a teacher? Right? So, will you be a teacher? Question mark. Okay. So now here, if you notice, this will comes before subject and be comes after subject. So we can say that this will just transfer here and this be remains same. All right. So if I just write down like this, that, for example, you will be a teacher, and I want to make it negative, then what would I do is this will portion, this much portion, this will part, okay, it will go here, and this be remains here. That will you be a teacher, like that. Okay, so this is just formation. Okay, now let's see some more sentences. So suppose you know that some of your friends, they were very happy yesterday. By just talking to them, you got that, okay, they're very happy. So you'll just say that, oh, you were so happy yesterday. You can just tell them, well, you were so happy yesterday. Because maybe he or she got the result and they got good grades. Okay, so we can say that, wow, you were so happy yesterday because you got good grades. Okay, so here we are talking about past time. Then we can say that, well, here we can say that you are happy today also. Why? Because you got gift, right, from your parents. Okay, then you can suggest or you can advise your friend that, well, if you keep on working so hard and if you keep on studying properly, you will be happy every time, or you will be always happy. Okay, you will be always happy. Here you are referring to future time. So what we are saying here is, when we talk about past, we used were. When we talk about present, we use are. And when we talk about future time, then we use will be. Just see this transformation of sentences or verbs from were to are, from are to will be, right? You will be always happy. Okay? Now, let's talk about negative sentences in future tense. So if you want to say something negative about it, you can just say that, well, see, fine, you are happy today because you got good grades and you are getting gifts from your parents, but if you don't work hard, right, you will not be happy. Because if you just, if you become so casual about it, or if you don't keep on working hard, okay, then you won't be always happy. So if you don't work hard, you won't be, means you will not be always happy, right? Then you can make one more sentence like in question, okay? In question you can make, so your question will be like this. Okay, so will you be always happy? Will you be always happy? Then that friend of yours would say, yes, of course, if I keep on working hard, then of course I'll be always happy, right? So here also, if you notice that this will and be, and in between that, there is not. Okay? And if you want to make question, this will comes before the subject and be comes after the subject. Okay, subject means doer of an action or the person or thing that we are talking about. Okay, so that is how we can make question, right? So one thing we need to notice here is that there are two forms actually with to be, with future tense, that is will and shall. Okay, there are two forms, will and shall. But the good news is they both can be replaced, they can be interchangeable, right? Now, will is kind of for surety. Will shows surety. or certainty. Shall is like, kind of formal, or maybe sometime for suggestions or advice. Okay, something like that. So shall is not that, shall is less common, we can say. So we can say it is less common. Okay, but will is very common. Will is common. Okay, we use quite often will, and whatever the subject may be, okay, we can use will, right? For example, any subject, okay, like I, you, he, she, it, we, they, any singular name or any plural name, okay, we can use will with that, okay. Unlike other tenses, in that we have different forms, but here, as I said, that this tense is very cool. It doesn't have so much of complications involved, so it's very easy. I will, you will, he will, she will, it will, we will, they will. Let's say one name like Durva will, and plural name like Durva and Ishita will. Okay, so this is how we can use will. So here we talked about will be, and now we can say that the formation of these type of sentences are subject plus will be. This is whole verb, okay. This is acting like a linking verb, okay. We know what is linking verb. I have already discussed this in our other videos, right? So will be and plus, normally there will be other sentence, and this sentence may contain noun or adjective. Okay? If you have seen here, this will be teacher, student, teacher, right? Noun, okay. Happy, adjective, okay, and the rest of the sentence. All right. So what we have seen, हम बात कर रहे हैं tenses की, ठीक है? In that we are talking about future tense. Future tense में क्या होता है, हम generally आगे की बात करते हैं जो अभी तक हुआ नहीं है, ठीक है? So किसी भी tense में या किसी भी language में जो भी tense होते हैं, right? Like be it past time, be it present time or be it future time. Normally हम 3 forms में बात करते हैं, that is only to be verb, to be plus ing and plain action. जब हम सिर्फ to be verb की बात करते हैं और हमें future की बात करनी है, तो हमें सिर्फ replace करना है in to be verbs को will be से, ठीक है? Negative बनाने के लिए हमें सिर्फ will के बाद immediately not लगा देना है. Question बनाने के लिए again will को सिर्फ subject के आगे लाना है. That's it. Be will not change. Okay, that will remain there itself. Now, we have also seen that will and shall kind of formal होता है, वो कभी polite language में use होता है. Shall I do this for you, like that? Okay, and if you are very certain about it, I will do it for you. Okay, like that. If you're not sure, like you can say, well, I shall be a teacher, but you know that you are very dedicated about it and you want to do it, then you will say that, well, I will be a teacher. So this is the difference between shall and will. Okay, जब आप बहुत श्योर नहीं होते हो शायद और आप एक फॉर्मली कुछ बोलना चाहते हो, तब आप shall यूज करते हो, और जब आप बहुत श्योर होते हो, डिटरमिन्ड होते हो, तब आप will यूज करते हो. The good news about will is that it's very simple to understand. Will हमेशा बस sentence में देख के हमें पता चल जाता है कि ये कुछ future tense के बारे में बात हो रही है. It can be simple future, it can be future continuous, it can be future perfect. Okay, don't worry, ये सारे tenses हम देखेंगे. But कोई भी subject हो, हमेशा will ही रहता है, ठीक है, उसके साथ. So the formation of these type of sentences which we have just seen is subject, will be, and other sentences. That is other part of the sentence, or we can say rest of the sentence. Okay, now negative में हमने देखा ये पॉजिटिव फॉर्मेशन है, पॉजिटिव फॉर्मेशन है. नेगेटिव फॉर्मेशन कैसे होता है? लेट्स राइट इट डाउन. So negative will be subject, will not be, and then rest of the sentence. Then question formation कैसे होता है? Let's write it down. Will plus subject plus be, and then rest of the sentence, and then question mark. Okay, here it can be anything, right? So this is how we use future tense when we just talk about to be verb or just talk about linking verb, right? So in our next session we will talk much more about future tense. Till then, goodbye.